put on your festive hats and buy a cake or something, because it's Mario Day. It's March 10th, and I don't know when this like became like a holiday sort of thing, a celebration, if you will. But hey, I live in the United States. It seems like every day there's some weird made up holiday, some sort of celebration. But Mario Day, March 10th, is officially here. And honestly, I didn't expect anything to happen for this event. It's a Sunday. It's like Nintendo's not gonna do anything, but much to my surprise, they actually had some stuff today. They had some announcements, some new reveals, some new Nintendo Switch Online games, all within the Mario universe. So I want to talk about all the stuff that was discussed today. And I also want to talk about some of the fallout from this situation, because I think that paints a very interesting picture. But before we get into that stuff, I want to remind you guys, I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber. The FBI, the CIA, they're combing through the comments section of this video to make sure that nobody is saying anything along those lines. And if you do, you get put on a list. You want to live in solitary confinement for the rest of your life and you won't be able to watch any of my videos? Like, be my guest. That's your prerogative, but just remember, I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber. So MAR10 Day, Mario Day, what were the big announcements? Well, first and foremost, we learned about a new movie. Yes, Nintendo is obviously following up the success of the Super Mario Brothers movie that was, I think it did way better than some people were initially anticipating. You know, I think everyone knew that it would be successful. I just don't think they knew how successful it was going to be. And this obviously was a huge thing for Nintendo. So this will be getting another movie within the Mario universe. We didn't get really any sort of implication as to like what type of movie it's going to be. Is it going to follow the first film's plot? Is it going to be a new sort of thing? But we did learn that it's going to come out in April of 2026. So, you know, 2 years from now, it's like, well, okay, like, I guess that's kind of neat, but like, I can't get too excited for a movie like this when it's so far away. Like, you know, we could all be dead by then. Like, who knows? But yes, there will be another Mario Universe movie because, hey, they saw those greenbacks, baby. They saw all that money that movie made, and they're like, oh, you know, we're in the movie business now. Of course, I don't really care about movies. I care about video games. And we did get some announcements at this event, including some new Nintendo Switch Online games. But more importantly, we got some release dates for these upcoming Mario games that we knew about. Of course, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door Remastered is a game that a lot of people are looking forward to. I honestly hope that there is some like new content sprinkled into this game. I would assume there would be. This is going to be a full price game, but you know, this is Nintendo, so who really knows how much new stuff is going to be in there. But we won't have to wait for too long to find that out, because Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door Remake, Remaster, whatever the hell they're going to call it, comes out on May 23rd. So, you know, about 2 months away from the time of the filming of this video. Not too bad of a turnaround time for the game. If you've never played this game before, like, yeah, it's freaking phenomenal. This and the Wii game are my two favorite Paper Mario games. I think they are just fantastic games. You know, kind of got a little bit diluted as the series went on. I thought the Switch one was pretty good as well. But these two games are awesome. Like, I just absolutely love them. It's very quirky games, but super fun games. I'm interested to see in how they kind of spruce these games up, or this game up, I should say, in order to make it, you know, justifiable for that $60 instead of just, well, putting the game on Nintendo Switch Online. And then, folks, that's not the only release date we have. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD also has a release date of June 27th, because June is the perfect spooky month. Like, that's when I want to play a more horror-inspired game. But hey, you know what? Whatever. It's a good game. I'm interested to see how they've kind of upgraded it over the 3DS version of the game, because the 3DS version was awesome, but I never really liked kind of like the hub world style thing, and like you choose where you go instead of the more open areas of other Luigi's Mansion games like Luigi's Mansion 1 and Luigi's Mansion 3. But it's a good game on its own merit. I'm not sure like how much of that is attributed to it being a handheld game in a time where handheld games and console games are very different. But I guess we'll find out on June 27th. The wait is not all that long, folks, but there's more. It's like, this is like a Ron Popeil ad, because there is more, because on March 12th, Yes, March 12th. I don't know why they just didn't release them today. We're getting a Nintendo Switch Online update as well with some Mario games. Yes, folks. On March 12th, Dr. Mario for the Game Boy, Mario Golf for Game Boy Color, and Mario Tennis for Game Boy Color will all be coming to the Nintendo Switch Online service. I love these three games. I think this is a great little trifecta of some more like deep cuts of Mario. Like, I don't know why Super Mario Land isn't still there, but you know, Dr. Mario is an awesome game. I love Doctor. I remember I was at an orthodontist office, and that was the first time I played Dr. Mario, because they had like Game Boys set up and stuff like that. I love that game. I love that game. I love the soundtrack. Mario Golf and Mario Tennis were super cool games, because at the time of the release, like, they didn't really know what they wanted to do with these games, so they were kind of like more story driven. I really like these three games. You know, they're definitely games that are a bit more deep cuts in the Mario library, but they're definitely very, very high quality games. So, I mean, that's a pretty nice celebration for a random Sunday in the middle of March. But like I said, I want to kind of talk about the fallout from all of this, because you have to realize something. Nintendo just dated all of their Switch games that we know about for 2024. Mario, the Paper Mario has a release date now. Luigi's Mansion has a release date now. So that fabled Nintendo Direct that's supposedly happening this month or next month, or like, what does that say about this? To me, if anything, this means that you're not getting shit until June. Because why would they do it? There's no reason to, unless they have a bunch of stuff that happens to be coming out before June, because you've already scheduled stuff. You got May, you've got June, you've got these Mario games coming to Nintendo Switch Online in just a couple days. There's no reason to really have a Nintendo Direct. So that kind of brings me back to this whole, you know, what is Nintendo actually doing in 2024? Is this the transition year for the Nintendo Switch 2, which that's a whole nother situation. There's a weird sort of potential release or the console name that was leaked on like YouTube or something like that. That's a weird situation. But what is Nintendo doing in 2024? Is it going to be a quiet year? And I definitely think it will be. That's not to say there's not going to be games coming out and stuff like that, because of course there will. You know, they're a video game company at the end of the day. They'll have some smaller titles, probably some more remakes and remasters and stuff like that, but their focus is obviously more so shifted towards this next generation console, whatever it's called, whenever it comes out. But I was pleasantly surprised with Mario Day. I didn't expect anything to happen. Of course, it's daylight savings time, so I time traveled, and now it's like 12 o'clock instead of 11 o'clock, but it's like, you know, we say time travel isn't real. Bro, you just made time travel happen, and it's annoying. And I don't know what time it is, and it's ruining my day. But yes, Mario Day, Mario 10 Day, MAR10 Day, whatever you want to call it. An interesting celebration today with, you know, quite a few announcements. Let me know in the comments section down below what you thought of today's events. Were you surprised that there was a bunch of stuff kind of talked about? Because I certainly was. I really expected Nintendo to do absolutely nothing with it. But now you kind of set a precedent. It's like every year you got to have some Mario stuff for MAR10 Day, or else, like, what are you doing? You better be planning this out years in advance, because when March 10th comes around and you have nothing prepared, it's gonna be Nintendo is doomed again. You know, you want that? Is that what you want, Nintendo? Setting up unrealistic precedents with your MAR10 Day. Give them a key to the city. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. As always, I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber, you son of a bitch. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.